A new report this week from Accountable US proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that those rising prices you're seeing at the grocery store, which over the last 12 months have risen on average 3%, the prices of certain goods like beef, poultry, fish, eggs, those have risen by more than 10%. But the reason for it, this new report confirmed based on information from grocery store chains, is all because of Donald Trump's trade war.
$6.15 fucking cents for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell? Is this what you voted for? The highest fucking food cost I've ever seen in my entire life? $9 for some damn pizza sauce. $10 fucking for a small pack of Starbucks coffee. Oh my God. Got a dang sweet treat for the dog. $20. Sweet treat for the dog. Sorry. $20. I guess you're gonna have to just find me fucking stinking. Cause look at that. Clearance, $8.39. I'm telling you right now, we're going to be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this administration is over. The same administration that told us that on day one energy prices would come down, that the war in the Ukraine would be over, that the price of gas and food and it's all going to be a miracle. And if you go on their Instagram page right now, they're telling you it is a miracle. Only we can see. Our wallets know.
Okay, so I just ran to the grocery store with my 3 kids and picked up a bakery cake, 3 birthday cards, some chocolate chip cookies that I can binge eat my feelings away, lemonade, granola, Greek yogurt, and a tiny, quarter pint of ice cream. $89. That's not even a meal for my 3 children. $89. And then I see this report, coincidentally, shortly after I get home, probably because, Apple is reading my mind, about how grocery prices in the year 2025 are at a record high, higher than 2024. What happened to the president that was going to save us from these high grocery prices? It's August now. What has happened? Nothing. How are we supposed to survive this? Now a birthday card and lemonade are a luxury for a middle-class American family? I hate it here. These cookies are delicious.
Everyone, doesn't matter who you are. It's not just an extra few dollars here and there. It's a lot of money, and it's meat, dairy, irregular produce, even the cheap foods like rice and beans. All of this is going up. Families are really having to choose between having full meals or full tanks of gas sometimes. Seniors are skipping meals. They're skipping fresh food because they say that they can't afford it. Parents are stretching food stamps further than ever before, and people are still coming up short. And it's not just inflation. It's a system that is completely out of touch with what real people are actually living through right now. One thing you can do that I find is pretty helpful if you really kind of want to foresee what you're going to purchase and how much you're going to spend is go on a site like Walmart.com if you're going to shop at Walmart. And there you can add things to your cart as if you're going to order online. And then it'll show you a total at the very end. So if you know that you only want to spend $50, then you can already add what you think you're going to need into that online cart. Make sure it's under $50 and then take a screenshot of that. Go to the store and only get those items. That way you can know right now what the prices should be close to. So that's kind of a hack that some people do and I think can be helpful. And another huge thing is to really focus on buying nutrient dense foods. So rice, beans, oats, potatoes, foods that really are just going to fuel your body without breaking your budget. And I know white rice may not be a super nutritious food, but it is a great filler food. You can opt for brown rice, which is going to have more nutrients in it. But regardless, you want to look at foods like that you actually need to cook and prepare. It's not just going to be prepackaged. And on that note, if you're not already cooking from scratch, start doing that. You're going to save a lot more money in the long run. It's going to be healthier for your family. Even though it might be a small package of rice and beans, that can be stretched out throughout the week. So it's really beneficial to do that than buy things like minute rice and things that are already prepackaged, ready to go. Now, in terms of food that is ready to eat, I am a big advocate of having things that are prepared in advance, and you can keep that in your pantry. We like to call it like a prepper pantry, where you have items lined up that you do eat that are shelf stable and they can be there for a very long time for your time of need. And that is something that you can do little by little. Definitely build that up. It is like a savings bank for your family in terms of food. And the good thing with that is that you are able to Buy it now. It's going to be shelf stable, and eventually the prices of those items are going to go up, and at least you captured it when it was cheaper. You can do the same thing with meats and other things that you want to freeze in your freezer or a deep freezer. Buying things now is going to save you some money, because then you can actually capture the price of today and then wait a little while until you need to buy it again. And also buy what's on sale. Buy what's in season. There's going to be more savings with that, so definitely do that. It's really easy to, just want to make certain items and then get to the store, pick out those items that are needed for the ingredient list, and then you're going to spend a lot of money. But if you go looking for what is affordable right now, a lot of times it's going to be your basic rice and beans. Carrots are usually really affordable. Onions, bananas, things like that, some jalapeno peppers. There are a lot of certain things that are usually very, very cheap and affordable at the store, so you can save a lot if you're not just trying to get things that you want, but just making sure that you're looking at the price point of these items. Potatoes, obviously, that's another excellent one to include. And also right now might be a great time to cut out more things that are a little bit more like luxury items. So prepackaged items, specialty drinks, things that you don't necessarily need, even though you want. Even if you can cut back on a few of those items, it's going to help your pocket. Maybe instead of spending extra money on energy drinks, you can spend that money on some cans of food and put that up in your pantry.
So, guess how much groceries cost in San Francisco for a family of 5? I just came from the grocery store. I go to Trader Joe's usually. It's the most convenient for our family. I don't go to Costco because I overspent in Costco, so I don't have a Costco membership anymore. The total came to $178. That's pretty much what we usually pay. It varies from $150 to $200 depending on how much we have left from previous week and if there's something like extra activities going on and whatnot. But yeah, $178. Is that average? What do you think? Please leave a comment. Let me know how much you spend per week for groceries, and I can kind of compare. Also, if there's any hacks or tricks you have for saving money. We try to eat healthy, like vegetables, fresh fruits, stuff like that. So leave a comment down below. I would love to know more.
A new report this week from Accountable US proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that those rising prices you're seeing at the grocery store, which over the last 12 months have risen on average 3%, the prices of certain goods like beef, poultry, fish, eggs, those have risen by more than 10%. But the reason for it, this new report confirmed based on information from grocery store chains, is all because of Donald Trump's trade war. Those tariffs that he says are bringing in billions and billions of dollars. Do you know where those billions and billions are coming from? They're coming from your bank account. When you go to the store and buy your cornflakes, or you buy your steaks, or you buy your fish, or you buy your vegetables, you are the one paying the money that Donald Trump is bragging about bringing into the federal government. It is, as I've said, a Trump tax, and we're all paying it. And the grocery store, the CEOs of these grocery store chains have admitted on recent earnings calls, as recently as Tuesday of this week, by the way, that it's because of Donald Trump. We have had the CEOs of Walmart, CEO Doug McMillon, by the way, Kroger's CEO or CFO Todd Foley, Albertsons CEO Susan Miller, Costco CEO Gary Millerchip, all of them have admitted to shareholders that yes, we're raising prices. Consumers are gonna pay more. Home Depot did it last week, and it's all because of Donald Trump's tariffs. Now, Walmart's CEO actually admitted, he's like, look, we're better positioned, and this is what he said in the earnings call, we're better positioned than really anybody else to absorb the costs, so we're not going to have to raise our prices as much as others, allegedly, but we're still going to raise prices. Technically, Walmart wouldn't have to raise prices at all, and they'd still be a very profitable company. The same could be said of any of these others. Costco, Kroger, Albertsons, Publix, all of these, Home Depot, they would still turn a profit. It just wouldn't be as much. But at the same time, they shouldn't have to lose money because Donald Trump doesn't understand economics and Donald Trump doesn't understand international trade. I have no sympathy for the CEOs and the shareholders. I want them to lose money. I would love that. But at the same time, I do get their rationale like, well, why should we take a hit because this guy's a dumbass? Makes sense, right? Unfortunately, we're the ones who end up paying it, the ones least able to absorb these cost increases. So you pay more to feed your children. Back to school shopping this year increased by double-digit percentages, over 50% more than what you paid for back to school shopping last year, according to reports. More than 50% of families reported having to go into debt to do their back to school shopping for their children. And the one thing I want everyone in this country to remember, I don't care who you voted for. I do. But regardless, we're all